Hey troops, welcome to another 4-Minute Fame, and I've got Bob Klein here.
Right.
We're gonna pick his brain. Bob Klein, how long have you been in the snowboard industry?
The snowboard industry? Well, I would say in the industry since about the early 80s.
Early
Probably
80s.
1984. I started snowboarding in about 76.
Wow, one of the first guys hiking back in the day, hailing from North Shore. Good
Homewood.
friends, Homewood area, good friends with Terry Kidwell and the gang on North Shore.
Yeah, I lived right at the corner of Tahoe Ski Bowl Way and Highway 89 when I was a kid, and saw an ad for a winter stick in Surfer magazine or something, or Powder magazine I think it was, and asked my dad for one, and we couldn't find one anywhere, and he called up Winter Stick and had them send a couple out, and I just started hiking around Tahoe Ski Bowl, which is now part of Homewood.
And now, since then, you knew some of the grandfathers of this industry. And I'd always coin you as you're one of the grandfather kind of executives. You had a brain. I mean, you performed with snowboarding, of course, but you had kind of a brain and kind of a big picture. Have I called it out right? Have you got a big picture view of this industry?
Well, I'd say that's overstating it just a bit, Bob, but I do appreciate the acknowledgement for my general wisdom, I guess. And
there you go.
foresight. But no, I think that what I recognized probably around the mid 80s was that this sport was growing really fast, and I saw a need for money. I had friends like a guy named Scott Downey, who's not from Tahoe, but he knew to the penny what he spent every year. He could tell you to the penny, and he could tell you at any given time. And there were people that really were struggling, as it still is today. But what I think I saw was the opportunity to start talking to corporations. And so I asked all my friends, which was, Palmer and Kidwell and Craig Kelly at the time, and I just asked them if I could use their names when I was pitching them to a company, and they all said sure. So I sent tons of letters out to a bunch of companies and never got a response from any of them.
Yeah.
But, I saw the business, I guess, early on.
Yep. And hence why you over time became a sports agent, correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think I was a sales rep, and I was a shop owner for a long time. I was involved in the competitive side of snowboarding, then a shop owner, and then I became a rep when I moved I owned a shop in Colorado and then moved back to Tahoe, and I repped for a number of years, and then I kind of realized that I was working as an agent on the side for Palmer and working for Palmer Snowboards at the same time, and I kind of realized around 1999 or 2000 that this was a real viable business, and not only that, the inventory carries itself.
Yep, exactly. So go ahead and go through the list of athletes you've worked with over the years.
Well, Sean Palmer was the first guy that I started with in 1988. He was having some issues with his Sims contract, and he didn't want to hassle with it, so I offered to go argue with Sims for him and got him a $30,000 contract, which at the time was really good for an 18-year-old kid. But Terry Kidwell, we're best friends, so I've always given him advice and helped him through the years with various deals. And once I really turned it to a serious focus,